What's going on, everyone? It's Cody. We're at the Toronto Motorsports Park today, and for once, since I got this car, I'm going to try to blast it down the track. I got my girlfriend Theo behind the camera. I forgot my suction cup mount, or I couldn't find it before I came here. I was in a hurry. So it's going to be freehanding it during the ride-alongs. Come along with us on this lovely adventure. Good day. So yeah, my kind of expectations for today is I have no idea what. Just hope not to break the car. I kind of want to come in and just set a base time and go up from there. So as long as I make an improvement from the time that I started out in, today's a win for me. Feeling pretty nervous. Unless you're a social butterfly, I get pretty nervous if I mess up in front of at least like 3 people, and there's a lot more than 3 people spectating on this track. So as long as I don't go off track and the car doesn't break, I think it'll be a pretty good day. It's basically like the orange car, but now the car is red, all the guts from the orange car in this one, and that car is pretty reliable. So I don't expect it to break, but I guess we'll just see where it takes us. So I just came back from my first few laps by myself, and I'm not doing great, but I'm also not a good driver. So my best is like a 136.64, which is like okay. There's a bit of a clunking in the suspension, and I don't know exactly what is loose. That Civic right there, if you can see that, I think that hit a bird. Because there was a bunch of feathers and everything across the track. It just demolished a bird. Oh, they went off road, that's what it was. Bunch of mud. But some kind of bird or something just got disintegrated on the track. It was just feathers and a carcass. And then the feathers eventually started blowing across the entirety of the track, which is kind of funny. But yeah, the car is doing pretty good. Just gotta see what the hell that clunking is up front. And I'm trying to tighten bolts, but I think I'm messing up the alignment on the left control arm. But they're not moving with a lot of force. So it's when I'm under like pretty heavy compression on the suspension and I'm loaded up in a turn, I can hear like a knock, like something just shifted. So I'm gonna let the car cool down a little bit, jack it up, go under, hope everything's fine. Otherwise, car's doing good. I could never figure out through the entire day what that clunking was, which is good because that means nothing broke. But it also means I still don't know what that clunking noise was. again. So, I think I found the problem. I was about to jack the car up for the third time, and then I was like, well, let's check and see if just the top of the struts are loose. And this one was, like, I don't think hand tight is doing it justice. Like, it was like kind of on. So I guess it just loosened up over time. So I tightened them. I'm really hoping it doesn't start clanking again, because I'm tired of it. I don't remember if I did my last session wrap up, but I had a second session. I was out for, I got 136, no passenger. Third session, 134 passenger. So I'm going to try to go out again, try to at least get a 134, but the goal is to get a little bit faster than that, try to beat my personal time. I'm excited and nervous. Let's see how she goes. Hello again. Fourth outing, better times. Still clunking, and there was a clunk and then a metal fling on the first turn on the third lap. Okay, so here's what I mean by that. Let me break it down for you. Kidding. I'm pretty sure I had a 17 millimeter socket on a bolt that I forgot to take off, and I was making sure all the bolts were tight, and then it went fling down the track when I went around the first major turn. So that's my theory, at least. All the bolts on the suspension are still present, but I'm missing a 17 millimeter socket. So I think that's what happened. No, not good. So now I guess I'm gonna have to take the wheel off and really get in there and just really make sure everything's okay. Because this kind of sucks, and I want to drive. I don't want to be doing anything under the car. But these are the measures I had to take. This is fun. One thing I noticed as well is this time when I was out on track, there was an Accord. Like, I don't know what the generations of Accord was, like mid-90s Accord Coupe. Red, big wing. It's got a lot of work done to it. But he came out behind me for like a warm-up lap. And when he passed me to actually drive the car, I seen how late and how wide he braked on the first turn, because he went over the white lines, like still on the pavement, but like way over the white lines. And I'm like, yeah, I guess this is not like a real race, and I don't know how it quite works with the lines and shit. So yeah, use up as much tarmac as you can, and he braked really late. And I know I at least have really good brakes, so I did the same thing, and I got way more speed. into that turn, and I was able to keep my speed from the straightaway a bit further. So that is definitely a contributing factor, I'm sure, to my time. So I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm looking for. The wheel doesn't shake. Like there's no side to side or top to bottom play. None of that. These brakes are really hot, so I'm trying to not touch them. I just want to put this stupid ratchet on a bolt and it'd be kind of loose, and I'd be like, oh my god, there's the problem. I know I should replace these upper control arms soon, because they're, I think, the original to the car still, but I know I gotta cut the old ones out just like I did every other control arm.
Cody, you want to explain?
It was just one bolt. It was just one bolt. And now I'm molesting this control arm just for this one bolt.
Let me see what you got going on here.
Please don't. I've exhausted all their options. We're lacking tools here.
Yeah, that too. You just got the fucking controller, man. Excellent.
So I've really been putting it off, and I was like, I should be fine. Should be fine. Okay, that's tight.
What's going on?
It still clunks. And this time on the first turn, second last lap before my cooldown, I heard a clunk, fing.
Is it coming from your front?
Yeah.
Do you have any idea where your front's coming from?
No. All right, I might have figured it out. The sway bar brackets were kind of loose a little bit. Not really, I'm not gonna say loose, but like they weren't tight. So now I'm gonna bring it out on track again, try it again, and hopefully it doesn't do it again. I bet it'd be pretty sick to get a ride along in that car ahead of us. That guy rips. Sometimes he'll come out of this last turn a little bit sideways, but not intentionally, I'm sure. That would be against the rules. So far. On the cool down lap now, the car performed really good. I feel like I was faster than before, but I'm not quite sure. I'll see when God, I hope I put the timer on. But the car was really good in terms of clunks until I'd say the last lap of actually driving it hard. And then it feels like it's coming from the passenger side now, but I'll just take off the passenger wheel this time and see what's going on. Hopefully something is just not quite tight all the way on that side that I haven't seen, and then we're good to go. But I don't think any clunks came from the driver's side of the car, which is great. I also forgot to mention that the brakes, when I first came out, first session, third lap or so, brakes faded pretty bad in the rear. Or not pretty bad, it just faded a little bit in the rear. But since then, the car has been stopping phenomenally. Like, it's been doing really well, and it'll only get better when I put a decent set of rear pads in it. So, started off with the 136, got down to 134, then I got to a 132.11. So, not good for a Miata with sticky tires and coilovers, which is basically all this is because it's stock power. But it's an improvement for me. This is my second ever track day, and I have a lot to learn. But being at home now and not having an adrenaline rush to me, I can watch the footage on my computer and I can go see what other people are doing on YouTube with similar spec cars and see where I'm messing up, which was a lot of places if I'm being quite honest. But it was still really fun. So I want to get out there again soon to like, I have the knowledge. I just want to put the pen to the paper and do it and actually try it and get an even better time than I had last time. I'll be a little bit better equipped. I had no tire pump on me, so I kind of just set the tire pressure before I went out on track, and that's what I had. And I also ran out of gas for the track. I was down to like 1 bar above empty, so I cut it off about an hour early, but I'll bring more gas next time.
Yeah, why not?
Well, this has been fun. I've got I don't know, 34 something laps in. Best time's 132.11, which is good for me because that's my own personal time and that's what I came here for. Car, other than a little clunking, ran great. It's gonna drive home fine. It was a good day. I don't know what good footage I got, but I hope it's at least entertaining enough to watch and kind of make a video out of. Maybe I'll showcase some cool cars, or by showcase I mean get some shots. But thank you so much for watching. And yeah, I gotta do this more often. See you in the next one. Peace. Not this one.